guys, my name is Olivia and I make videos about books on the internet, and today's video is all about reflecting on the reading goals I made in 2017 and setting some new goals for 2018. Quick housekeeping, I am back in my apartment in DC for my last semester of my senior year of undergrad. So new background, I'm still trying to figure out like where is the best place to film, where is the best place for lighting. So if the backdrop like changes a lot in the next few videos, I apologize to those of you who have issues with continuity, but work with what I got. And like I said, today's video is all about the goals that I want to set for myself and my channel in the year of 2018. First off though, I kind of want to start with what my goals were in the year of 2017, how I felt about that, and like what I'm planning on changing, because a lot of that has to do with what I'm doing in the year of 2018. So one kind of really big goal change I set for myself in 2017 was in response to the way I felt about my reading years in 2015 and 2016. Partially due to booktube, I think, and just watching more booktube, I really pressed myself to read a lot in those years. I set my reading goal as 50 books, and I exceeded it every year. I felt really great about like my 60+ book number, but I found myself like at the end of the year when I would look back on my reading, just feeling like everything kind of blurred together. There were a few books that stood out as like my favorites, and then everything else was just like meh kind of reads. I like couldn't even remember a lot of the books that I read. Didn't remember things I liked or disliked, didn't even remember the plot or like where I was when I was reading it. And I just really felt like I wasn't reading with intention. I wasn't picking up books because I loved them or was excited about them. I was picking up books just because they were there. And I feel like part of this had to do with the fact that I set my reading goal as 50. And because of that reading goal, I would just pick up whatever was there. I'd pick up a book on my shelf that I hadn't read just because it was there. I'd take a book out of the library just because it was there. And so I wasn't reading things I was excited about. And so I really wanted to change that in 2017. So what I did was I set the goal of making sure every time I picked up a book, it was a book I was super excited about. And also in the year of 2017, I set my reading goal as one book on Goodreads. I was afraid that I would do this, but like still in my mind, be like, okay, but I really want to read 50 books. But it actually was good last year. I read like 43 books, which is still a lot, obviously. I'm super happy with that number, but I wasn't reading the same way. I wasn't like forcing myself to read. I would finish a book, and then maybe like 2 weeks would go by before I read anything else. Not because I didn't feel like reading or because I was in like a slump, because there's just nothing that was really calling out to me. And then when I found a book that I was really excited to read, it was a wonderful experience. Even the books I didn't love that much, I'm still so happy that I read them because I was excited to read them, I had a reason to read them, and I'm just happy I got to experience that reading experience. So those kind of two goals are ones that I really want to carry over into 2018. If you yourself have felt like your reading's been a little bit stale, just always try to remember that intention behind reading. I feel like it's been super helpful for me, so it might be super helpful for you as well. So those are the goals I set for 2017 and my reflection on them, and now my goals for 2018. There's not that many. A lot of my big reading goals are, like I said, the continuation of just reading with intention. But there are a few goals I have, like my channel and reading in general, I kind of wanted to share. Consistency has always been an issue for me in this channel. Obviously, don't know if you guys have noticed, there have been so many times in the past when I have just completely failed to upload on time. Sometimes there's good reasons for it. I've had like the shittest luck in terms of technology. I broke my camera, broke my laptop so many times. I've like lost cords and shit. I don't know, that's an excuse, but like this is kind of like a valid excuse. Sometimes I'm just lazy, but I do really feel like at this point in my life where I live and where I'm at with my channel, I'm in a really good place to be a really consistent uploader. And so on the one hand, I'm like, oh, like this is gonna be my year to be consistent. But I'm also afraid that like if I fail to be consistent this year, it's like I just was never meant to be a consistent YouTuber. Like it's just not in the cards for me, if that makes sense. So I hope that's not the case. So far so good. I'm filming this video like on time, on track for getting it uploaded a week from my last upload. So I'm feeling optimistic. Consistency has really always been a big goal for me every single year, and every single year I've kind of felt dissatisfied with that. So hopefully this will be the year that changes. I don't know, we'll have to see. I also kind of want to see my channel grow in 2018. I feel like especially as booktubers, we always feel a little weird admitting the fact that we want more subscribers, we want more recognition on YouTube, because I'm fucking super ecstatic about the number of subscribers I have. I'm like so happy with it. It's way more than I ever thought I would ever get. So like I'm satisfied where I am. It's not like if I don't get more subscribers by the end of the year, I'm quitting YouTube. I love what I have. I love you guys that watch and comment. Please, if you've never commented before, I'd love if you commented on this video. But I do kind of still want to see my channel grow. And if not see my channel grow in terms of like subscribers numbers, I would love it if I could take this year to kind of be more creative, take more risks on my channel, make more content that is unique or is something that I kind of want to see but don't see a lot of on BookTube. And I would love if I did that and got a response from people, if that makes sense. So it's not necessarily about having a higher number of subscribers, it's more about having a channel where I feel like I'm getting a response that I love, I'm doing things that connect with people who are watching. Even if I drop down to just 1,000 subscribers, if 500 of those subscribers watch my video and like 30 of them comment on my video, that would make me way more happier than if I had 20,000 subscribers and only 20 people commented on a video. You know what I mean? It's more about how well I'm connecting with my audience and like how well I feel like my channel reflects me than how many people are actually watching. And that kind of reminds me of another goal that I have. That feels kind of weird to say, but I feel like I'm still not super comfortable with the way I come off on camera. And I've been doing this for kind of a while. I've made a lot of videos in the last like 2 years, but I still, like when I'm editing a video, feel a little weird watching myself. I always kind of feel like, oh, like, am I being myself right now? Am I being like a caricature? Am I putting on a face that's not really real? When like I make a joke or make a face, I'm like, was I doing that just because I was on camera, or is that like really me? And like whenever I film, I do kind of feel like I have like this voice on that's not like completely my voice. Obviously, if you're watching these videos, it's not like you're getting completely different Olivia filming. Like I'm not some super different person when I'm not filming. I just feel like there's still a bridge to kind of cross between who I am in real life and how I feel it's being portrayed on camera. So hopefully if I'm more consistent, if I'm just like putting more time into my channel, then that will kind of come natural, hopefully. But it's something I've always had in mind for the last few videos I've made, just trying to be conscious of like, am I being myself or am I being like Olivia the YouTuber? I feel like all of these goals are like incredibly rambly, not really making any sense, but it's good for me to have these videos to like hold myself accountable and just kind of get my thoughts out. The last sort of reading goal I have for the year is just to continue reading things that are different, things that are diverse, things that are expansive. I've been really making it a priority to read diversely in the last like 2 or 3 years I've been on BookTube, and so far so good. I think this year I had a really great year in terms of diversity, and I feel like all of YouTube and BookTube in general, I should say, is prioritizing that a lot more, and I feel like we see that in the books that are being released and the books that are being hyped up, especially in the YA community, are like super diverse. So I just hope that I keep reading things that are different, things that expose me to new thoughts, new ideas, even if they're not explicitly diverse books. If I can read things that really make me think and really challenge myself, that would be amazing. So I think that's it. I think those are my main goals for my channel and my reading this year. I would love to hear your goals. If you have tips on how to like hold yourself accountable for certain things, I would love to hear them. So if you have tips for my channel, things I've done in the past that you liked or didn't like, things you wish I did more, I would love to hear them. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon with another video. Mwah.